take it out, because we cannot come and be hiding all the challenges that we are facing, and now somebody will now start to be hiding toxicity. Oh, come on, don't do that. Okay, so please abhor anything that will disturb your peace. That being said, I'd like to greet you in the way that I love to. I'd like to say a karo, I'd like to say nakwana, I'd like to say dewonu. In my dialect I say amesiere, and finally una. Good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel, and this is a Throwback Wednesday. So it means that everything that you get to hear in terms of the music, that's right, it's going to be a throwback. But of course, we keep you updated with news and current affairs. Wherever the news is breaking, we bring it into your eardrums, and not just your eardrums. Oh, did I say that we have an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. If you are in doubt, get across the social media platforms right there, talking about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, and you will discover that what I say is nothing but the truth, the entire truth, and yes, indeed, something that you can take to the bank and cash out. All right, the cash out part. Okay. Right, let's leave it there, right? But yes, you can see us live. So you get the audio visual experience live on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, right? All at Eagles FM Abuja, right? And for the Twitter handle, it is at Eagles FM Abuja. Give us a following, okay? Get onto the YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe, and then take yourself to the Facebook page wall. Give us a like, give us a following, and you'd be glad you did. Yeah, I'm looking fabulous. I know that. Thank you. All right. Anyways, though, it is indeed a way to start the day. I mean, quite a number of things going on, and boy, am I so glad to bring it to your eardrums. The Department of State Services, DSS, has reportedly arrested Mukaila Lamidi. The embattled chairman of the Oyo State Park Management System is popularly known as Auxiliary. Who gives himself a name as Auxiliary? Well, then, it was gathered that Auxiliary was arrested at about 4 p.m. on Tuesday at his residence in the Olodo area of Ibadan, the state capital. Is it Olodo? Okay, maybe Olodo. The federal government, as on Tuesday, offered 12 oil blocks and 5 deep offshore assets for sale as it marketed the assets to global oil sector investment and investors at the ongoing 2024 Offshore Technology Conference in Houston, United States. So the Chief Executive Nigeria Upstream Regulatory Commission, Benga Komolafe, told investors at the gathering that Nigeria has 37.5 billion barrels of crude oil and condensate reserves and 209.26 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserves. Oh, so we're that rich. Okay. Well, anyways, though, the authorities of Bamidele Olumilua University of Education, Science and Technology, Kere, have expelled 2 female students for bullying a colleague. The developments followed the outcry that trailed the video of 2 female students assaulting another female student of the institution on social media. What is going on with this bullying thingy? Please, somebody help me now, because I don't understand anymore. Well, operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the FCC, on Tuesday reportedly arrested Sambiru Dashanj, operator at the popular, we'll say, Zone 4 markets. Well, it was also gathered that some BDC operators resisted arrest during the sting operation. Why wouldn't they resist arrest when y'all called it a sting operation? Well, then, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is probing 10 senior officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps over an alleged 7.5 billion naira fraud. That's a lot. The anti-graft agency has also invited 10 contractors linked with the alleged fraud. EFCC chairman Ola Olukoyede had on April 26, 2024 written a letter to the NSCDC DCG inviting the 10 indicted NSCDC officers for questioning. 7.5 billion naira? Okay. Well, MultiChoice Nigeria has challenged the jurisdiction of the Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal sitting in Abuja, restraining it from increasing the prices of its DSTV and GoTV packages. Well, MultiChoice's lawyer, Moyosore Onigbanjo said he filed an application on April 30 challenging the jurisdiction of the tribunal to make the order it made on April 29. Okay. All right, now, Nigeria and other West African countries battling terrorism will receive support from a standby force to be formed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. Well, ECOWAS Commissioner in charge of Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Ambassador Abdel Fattah Musa, broke the news in Abuja on Tuesday. Is that a yay? Yay, I say. The opposition, All Progressives Congress, that is the APC in Rivers State, has directed that its members in the House of Assembly to immediately commence impeachment proceedings against Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Well, the party warned that it would invoke its rules against its lawmakers in the House if they fail to comply with the directive. Okay. Well then, those living in flood-prone communities should start relocating. NOW, capital letters, now. The National Emergency Management Agency, that is NEMA, has counseled. By counsel, they mean they've given you an advice. It's in your place to take it. Well, the agency also called for the monitoring of dams, the silting and clearing of debris in water bodies by relevant authorities to prevent blockages and the creation of detention dams. Detention dams? I never knew there was a detention place for dams. Well then, they told us that. Finally though, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, yesterday cautioned. Yes, they gave a caution. They cautioned Nigerians against panic buying of petrol. That's exactly what they did. Against panic buying of petrol, the NNPC said it has 1.5 billion liters of the product, which if spread at 50 million liters daily would last the nation 1 full month. That is what the NNPCL is saying now. So it means we have it in large quantum. Anyways, though, if we do have it in large quantum, please, for a whole month, all right, you could give us that supply. Please do it fast, because we don't want to experience all of this again. Please, we have this commodity, don't we? Now let's jump into the front page of the Nigerian newspaper. But then, just before we do that, I always love to give you the number so that you would not be found wanting. At least you get to save it in your mobile gadgets. Yeah, the number for you to call in the course of the discourse, which of course this is the Pages. If I didn't tell you that, well, let me tell you now. The Pages is that very segment of the Eagles Morning Rise, your breakfast show that allows for you to get informed as to what's going on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. Yeah, and then in the course of it, you get to also add your voice to which of the headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, or begs for your reaction. But as you do so, do well to add and engage civility and responsibility. That's why I'm handing these numbers to you right there. 0907-353-0044. The other number is 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number, where you can send your WhatsApp portal message, send a voice note, send a text message to, and you would be heard globally, is 0909 705 4450. Now, what do we have on the pages? Which one goes first? I see the Guardian newspaper. So let's take the Guardian newspaper just for a little bit. Bring the front page, to you. The headlines, that is. The first big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Federal government shuns financial inclusion. Imposes more taxes on citizens. Depositors. Page 6, it's got that story. Now let's look down to the belly of the Guardian newspaper now. NERC's higher tariff review. Page 4 has got that story now. Let's take you to page 3. Federal government certifies Tinubu fit. Explains absence. Alrighty. Now let's go to this one now. Petrol price to rise as federal government struggles to sustain supply. Is that telling me something? Okay, well then you'd find it on Fubara. All right, page 29 has got that story now. Fake doctor nabbed in Lagos with forged OAU NMDC certificate. Forged. The news page 8 has got that story now. This one says Lekki corridor meant for farming, not housing, says Lagos government. Page 7 has got that story now. On cement, reps knock Alake, Dangote, Bua, others over failure to honor invitation. Why didn't they go? News page 30 has got that story, and you want to find out more on it. And this is going to be the last one that I'll be taking with the Guardian newspaper. Abandoned 4,837 export containers at the Apapa port causes stir. Now let's move away from the Guardian now and bring you to the Post, where there is a guard just standing right beside the van. I guess that's why they call it the Vanguard. Vanguard newspaper has this one big story: oil block. Federal government removes signature bonus to woo investors. Signature bonus. And you'd find that one on page 5. It's got a couple of riders, 3 precisely. First one, signature bonus, highest in Nigeria, says Lokobiri. Second rider, adds oil will remain relevant to Nigeria's economy. And the third rider, 667 firms eyeing 57 oil blocks on offer. All right. News page 5 has got that story though. Let's just take you to the side of the Vanguard newspaper now, for today being a Wednesday, May the 8th, 2024. And this one says President Tinubu's first year in office propelling Nigeria towards renewal. Somebody has got that to stay. Mohammed Idris, information minister, it is, saying that one. And this one to page 20 now. It says controversy trails CBN cybersecurity levy on electronic transactions. And it's got just one rider to it. NLC rejects levy, demands immediate withdrawal. Immediate, they say. Page 20 has got that story now. Let's bring this one to you. Tinubu returns to Nigeria today. Presidency has got that to say. News page 8 has got that story. Now to the apex, to the very height of the Vanguard newspaper front page. This one says Adoguba, Obaseki legacy group set for showdown. Who? Showdown? Well, it's got a couple of writers though. Governor paying us with ingratitude for saving him. Somebody has got that to say. The name is a very powerful name. I wouldn't even dare, so I don't murder it. But then this one right here, PDP elders will meet with aggrieved members to ensure victory. Martins has got that to say. Obaseki, Igadolo, PDP jittery over imminent defeat. APC leaders have got that to say. Page 7, of course, heralds that story. Impeach Fibura now. Rivers APC urges 27 assembly members. It's got one writer as Clark writes, IGP warns of imminent danger. Go see page 12 for that one. Now let's take you to page 6. This one is a sad one, very sad one, I tell you. Popular, the new masquerade actress Ovularia dies at 81. So rest in peace though. Yeah. Alrighty, so that would be that for the Vanguard newspaper. Now let's take you away from the Vanguard newspaper now and bring the Daily Trust newspaper to you. Daily Trust newspaper, it's not looking very pretty this time. It's just got one or a few headlines on the front page. NLC CSOs reject cybersecurity levy. It's got 2 writers to it. Serap threatens to sue government. And second writer, it's additional burden on Nigerians, and that's what experts have got to say at this time. In fact, on the front page you will see Parliamentary System Support Group, PSSG, Homegrown, Committee on the National Essay Competition. Something going on right there. You want to go find that out? Well then, you should go check it out. But then let's bring this one to your eardrums now. Have I told you where to find that story? Well, you find it on page 4. It started on the very front page, and then it continues on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. I'm looking at this one, it's looking right back at me, and I'm thinking it should be on page 12. It says 11 months after federal government 11 months after federal government yet to reconstitute varsity government councils. All right, now let's take you to yet another page. I think this one too is a page 12, yeah? And it says, despite 30 billion naira renovation, Senate chamber lacks voting devices. Okay, Ndume has got that to say. I'll just go past that. But then let's get on to this one. It's going to be the last one that I'll be taking with the Daily Trust newspaper. And it should be found on page 31 or 34. And it says, Tinubu's first year in office, propelling Nigeria towards renewal. Alrighty, now let's move away from the Daily Trust newspaper and give you some punchiness with the Punch newspaper. Big story on the front page. Dollar speculation. Federal government rubbishes Binance's CEO's bribery allegation. Let me take that again. Dollar speculation. Federal government rubbishes Binance CEO's bribery allegation. Page 17 has got that one, and it's got just one writer to it. Binance CEO allegation diversionary. No going back on trial. Government officials declare. Okay, so we can be rest assured right now. All right. Okay, so let's look at this one now. It says cybersecurity levy will worsen hardship. Labor's got that to say. Page 17 as you'd find that story. Bullying. Police launch probe as Ekiti Varsity expels female students. Page 31 has got that story. Well, we see this one right here on page 31 as well. Ladoja withdraws lawsuit, clears path for Olubadan enthronement. Righty. Now, let's look at the side of the Punch newspaper banner now. You'd find this one, and it's on page 2. Warnings of anarchy as APC demands Fibra's removal. Something needs to be done now. This is the time. Something has to be done in Rivers State. Okay. All the stakeholders, the federal government, if the president has to wade in, he should wade in. All right. So that we don't see the anarchy that is being said to be looming in Rivers State. Well, this one right here, page 17. Federal government woos global investors for 17 oil blocks. 7.5 billion naira fraud. EFCC grills 20 NSCDC contractors, 10 officers. And then to the final one I'll be taking now with the Punch newspaper, page 29. Abduction. Anger as FIJ reporter spends 7th day in police cell. All right. Now let's move away from that one. Okay, to this one right now, looking at the front page of the Nation newspaper, I see this one. ECOWAS forced to battle terrorism in Nigeria. Others. It's got just one writer to it. Sub-regional body sources $2.4 billion to raise counter-terrorism troops. And you should find that story continued on page 2 of the front page of the Nation newspaper. And then let's take you to the apex, the apogee, the height, the zenith, the peak, just above the Nation newspaper banner right there. It says, relocates people from flood-prone areas. NEMA tells 33 governors. Page 2 has got that story. And this one says, CBN extends suspension of cash deposit charges. Page 7 has got that story right there. And let's look at this one right here. Okay, it says, oil firms to inject 50% exports proceeds into Forex market. Is that a yay? Story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, and it is continued on page 4 of the Nation newspaper right there, right? And then let's take you to this particular one right now, and this one just at the base of the Nation newspaper banner. It says Rivers APC directs lawmakers to impeach Fubara. Rivers APC directs lawmakers to impeach Fubara. All right, that is some story right there. And it goes on with this very... It has 2 writers to it. The first one, it is a smoke screen, says government. Second writer, Clark seeks IG's intervention, right? Clark seeks IG's intervention for that one. And this one right here says NNPCL cautions against the panic buying of petrol News Page 4 has got that story right there. And I see this one too as well, and I'm bringing it to your eardrums very, very quickly. And this one right here says Senator Folt's chamber renovation. The same chamber renovation that y'all were scrambling over? Well, Page 2 has got that story now, and I'm bringing this one to you. It's going to be the last one that I'll be bringing with the Nation newspaper, and it says 2024 oil bid round for only investors with technical know-how, says Local Biri, and you'd find that story on News Page 4 of the Nation newspaper, right? Shouldn't we just add one more, because the Nigerian Tribune newspaper is yet another daily that we should not, look away from, right? So let's bring the Nigerian Tribune newspaper to you, and it's got this big story. Cybersecurity levy will add more burden on Nigerians. Experts have got that to say. Page 2 has got that one to read, so get on to Page 2 and you would find that particular story is the big story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. It's got a couple of writers say federal government should suspend it to save businesses from running down. Second writer, levy another subtle tax on private sector. Nasima has got that to say. Put implementation on hold. CPPE has got that to say. Serap gives Tinubu CBN 48 hours to withdraw unlawful levy, they call it, right? Page 2 has got that to say. Now, helicopter operators, aviation ministry at loggerheads over landing charges has got one writer to it. Operators divided into two groups, and Page 3 has got that story. 25 states, 72 local government areas within flood high risk areas between April and June. NEMA warns. Page 3 has got that story as well. Now let's take it to Page 8. No more justification for stopping 35,000 naira wage award. Labor has got that to say. Page 8 routes that story. Page 26 now. Gunmen abduct 13 in Abuja community. Demand 900 million naira ransom. That part got me. And now it's got just one writer to it. Kill 3 oil staff in Edo. Now, let's go to this one now. Proceed with Fubara's impeachment. Rivers APC tells lawmakers. Got a couple of writers to it. PDP keeps mum. Clark to IGP. Act now on Rivers crisis, says fake. All right, Page 4 has got that story though. Lawmakers. Okay, I'll take that again. Clark to IGP. Act now on Rivers crisis, says fake lawmakers driving Nigeria to anarchy. Page 4 has got that story. Ondo APC primary. Jimo Ibrahim wants APC barred from November poll. Page 2 has got that story. Insists election not conducted in 15 local government areas. Second writer alleges Ododo Omoagege changed collation center without prior notice. That's something. All right, this would have been the last one, but I would love to take you to the very apex, the peak of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper front page. NNPC, we have over 1.5 billion liters of petrol that will last for over 30 days. Page 6 has got that one now, and that's going to be the last one that I'll be taking with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, ushering in that time, that that space for you to add your voice in the discourse. So you can put that call through now. Let me know how you react. Let me know how you think, or what you think about these headlines that I've just brought to your audiovisual sensation right there. Right? It's a reality. Trust me, it is a reality. 0907 353 0044 is that number to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Woodward.
Good morning to you, please.
Good morning, hola, my name is Eric. I think this is the first time I'm calling you. I've always been sending in
messages. Voice notes, okay. Very well, thank you, Eric. Welcome aboard.
Good, and your family.
Lovely, lovely. Where are you calling from, though?
I'm calling from Abuja. I'm just close to my office, 262 years.
All right. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this this news headline: 2 varsity students expelled from Ekiti University.
Yes, please.
I think it's a good one. You see, I think a major significant difference between a developed nation and underdeveloped or the developing nation is, people should be punished when crimes are being committed, no matter how small it is. You understand? Mm-hmm. 2 Ekiti students expelled for bullying a fellow student.
Exactly.
I think that's commendable.
Okay.
Yes. If this can be extended to the larger society, I think we will start having a saner crime. I'm telling you, yes. Are there crimes in advanced countries like USA, Canada, France, Dubai, even Saudi Arabia? But because there are laws that will make sure people don't get away with crime. In the first stage, society will make sure the crime does not happen. But however, if it does happen, they will make sure the victims are compensated and the culprits are well punished. So until Nigeria start getting to this, this big, honestly, we can't move forward as a people, as a nation.
Okay.
So I hope we start getting it right.
All right.
Then secondly, the issue of DSTV appealing.
Eric, you might want to speed that up for 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I think it's also their right to appeal, against whatever court injunction or court, pronouncement that has been pronounced against them. But I think if Nigerians can also gladly deal with DSTV the way they handle this Indomie issue, before Indomie revert back to revert their price, because DSTV are profiting so much from Nigerians. They can make this subscription pay as you want or pay as you go.
Okay.
We don't even have steady electricity. So you understand? Imagine I left home as early as 6
All right, Eric, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about time. It's about time. All right, it's time already. Thank you so much. We appreciate.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, that's Eric right there, and he says it's the first time he's calling. It's been a voice note person on WhatsApp, and yes, I know, but then he put it on with the call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. Yeah.
This is Bright.
Bright from Airport Road. Welcome aboard, Bright. Let's make it snappy. Go straight to the point. Let's go. Yeah.
You want us to be patriotic to Nigerians. And since 2 weeks now, NNPC is telling us not to panic buy. If in 2 weeks there is no petroleum product and they are telling you don't panic buy, is it truth or is it falsehood emanating from the government's corner? And what they want to say is, they say they are not patriotic. Look at the whole taxes they are bringing. Tell me one thing the PC has brought to Nigeria that you ameliorate or elevate their state of living. Everything is pass, extracting. Let us read. But again, truth is bitter. Let me tell you the truth. If you don't ban Al-Amin on this platform, that's what you said yesterday. I think you did agree a great injustice. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bright, for that one. It is not in your place to tell me how to handle business on this part. And if you are indeed a supporter of, a wrongdoing, then it means that you might just be birds of a feather, right? And I don't say that. I say that with strong authority, no apologies, okay? Yeah? But anyways, you made some strong points, and that point is indeed very valid. The NNPCL must come out and match their words with action, right? You don't go about saying that don't panic buy, and then you've not indeed gone to the reality, to look at the reality that's going on in the country, where you see that this product in itself is either inflated or it's not even available, and yet you tell the people who have businesses to run not to panic buy. Well, I understand that point. It is very, very, apt in the way that you delivered it. Okay, right. But then let's get on to this one. Hello, good morning to you.
Take our time,
yes.
Take our time,
Sorry, Bibi.
How are you?
How are you doing today, Bibi?
Okay,
thank you so much, Bibi. All right, yeah.
We not gonna make you angry this morning. My name is Bibi Blessy. I greet everybody. Don't say I hear Salashi, my brother, a man of Matofo. But what happened?
No, he's around. He's been okay, fine.
Hey, I want to tell us I want to hear a voice.
All right, Bibi.
Now that we may come out, my namesake, let me tell you the truth. It's not day easy again, and it's not day funny again. Price of this now is getting worse. They can no more even afford for payment of house rent. Now you build a house where you use a cheap particle building. Now people they increase their rent, and the poor man can no more afford this again. And what we know now, what big man can afford, poor man can no more dey among of them. They are pursuing people up and down. What do you want us to do? Even at your feet now be our voice. The people when they get children, they cannot more. It's not two things as the best president. And here they don't come back, right?
Well, he will be coming back. He will be coming back today.
Oh, he will be coming. I'm not saying he will be coming back. He will be coming back. It's ahead.
Okay.
Please, our best president, women they are suffering. Women that carry child to womb to born, they are suffering.
All right.
You want me? I bet president come. I bet invite me. I won't go meet her. I won't go meet her.
All right, BB, understood. I understand.
Leave me out.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right, thank you so much, BB. Well, BB, right there, yes, very, very true. The president will be back today, and the presidency has said that. So we are expecting our president back to the country in no distant time. And when that news breaks, be sure that Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, giving you an audiovisual radio experience, will be here to break it with you. Let's go pay some bills. We're right back. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
According to global estimates, millions of young Nigerians are grappling with drug use and its disorders. What are the implications of this on our public health, national security, economy, education, and family? Join Oikeke Igado Kure on robust discussions, sharing facts on drugs. What are the solutions? How do we find help, even for those affected? Every Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Together, let's break the circle, kick out drugs, save our youths to save our nation. This is an initiative of the Patriot Media Educational Foundation.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. This is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And yes, time check. It's 36 minutes gone past hour 7 on the AM side, and today is a Wednesday. It is the 8th day in the month of May 2024. My name is Udwak Daniels, and we're still taking your calls, your reaction to what's going on the front page. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my brother.
Yes, good morning to you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is OZ.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling for Area 11.
Area 11.
India.
All right, very quickly, 1 minute, OZ.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
We're expecting our president to come back today.
Exactly.
We pray may God bring him safety. But Nigeria is hot. Everywhere is hot. My brother, Odua.
Yes, I'm listening to you. 1 minute,
Okay.
I said.
Okay. My brother, nobody will control you in that station. Even though if you don't want to pick our call, we will not control you. But what did that guy do yesterday? I don't know what we do.
All right, please, I don't want to have that conversation. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that you showed some interest. It doesn't, that's not what we are having a conversation on. Let's bother on the pages. That's the point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, Moses, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right, let's go, Moses.
Yeah. I saw the excitement of your happiness. You happy with sleep.
Sorry?
I saw the excitement of your happiness this morning.
Of course.
That. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. The issue of this cyber charges or levy
Yes.
of 0. You see, sometimes the advisors to this, some of these are government, they are not helping the masses of this country. Yeah, because sometimes when you borrow ideas from these development countries, our own country are not yet developed to the standard of those people over there. Like the England, the way they charge, everything they charge. America, they charge, anything they charge. Because they have made availability of resources for their ordinary citizens, which they can even have access to take care of their citizens, which paying tax and levy is not difficult to them. So if you are bringing that idea to this country, Nigeria, where you don't have many governments will not have time for their people, and where some of them are self-centeredness, we are bringing such a...
Hello, Moses, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, again, the EFCC. What they get arrest some of the civil defense.
And
But
SCDC.
most of the issue,
Yeah, go
most
ahead.
of the issue of Yaya Bello. How
Right.
far have they gone with it? How far? Then our refinery, we have been hearing promises upon promises. 1 month, 2 weeks. Why are they not working? And now we are hearing news that they are about to rise the petroleum again.
Yeah, federal government is struggling, according to them, to sustain it.
Oh, we pray that God will help us. Thank you, Eugene.
Thank you so much, Moses, man. Indeed. This point you've raised are very, very valid. Well, we're still taking calls right there, but let's go to the WhatsApp and see what's going on. But just before we do so as well, you should know that we are live on social media, right? We're very much alive via the social media platforms, talking about Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X. Yeah, and you want to see or have an audiovisual radio experience that you can count on, be sure to get onto the Twitter, give us a following at Eagles FM Abuja, as well as subscribe for the on the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, and get onto the Facebook page wall, give us a like, give us a following at Eagles FM Abuja, and then spread the love across the other social media platforms, talking about TikTok, Instagram, right? And yes, that's it. That's about it. Alrighty, but then let's see. I see a message right here via the the Facebook page wall. This one says it's coming from Ozo Francis Namani, watching live. He says from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good morning from here. He says good morning too from here. I'm trusting that you slept well, Ozo Francis Namani. Right? And okay, let me see. Quite a number of messages. So okay, let's just take this call. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Barista. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Obasanjo.
Thank you. It's Obasanjo from Amali.
All right, Obasanjo, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. There is plenty issues.
Obasanjo, I'd like to point something out to you. Is that yesterday? I think you used a word that just didn't match. I'm just saying that you might want to, turn down just a little bit. Okay, understood. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, the situation in the country, see, the politicians or the present government has fixed everybody mandate in this country. In the oil sector, when you talk about the oil sector, the petroleum, the gas, the kerosene, and all that, see, you can no longer buy anything easier from that place. Why? Because they have stripped money from there. In the banditry, it came the government. It's the government, not anybody. It's the government.
Is the government what? In terms of banditry, what are you saying? Is the government? I don't get it.
Sir, I am telling you from the experience. Like in my community, when you see an helicopter was throwing some things, we were talking as if he was throwing bomb, not knowing that the helicopter was making the bandit to go out. Why? Because they picked some cows. They carry some large cows. We were thinking that the helicopter is killing the bandits, not knowing that the helicopter is escorting them. It's a life story,
Obasanjo, I wouldn't want us to get into something that's unverified. Is there any? Let's just look at other things, okay? I wouldn't want us to get.
That is why I said in the banking system today, we are promoting 500 naira from your account.
500 naira?
Yes.
From your account?
Yes, sir.
All right, Obasanjo, I'll look into that, and then we'll bring it, here for a discussion, and of course, get someone from that, sector to talk about it. All right.
It's okay, sir. They have picked all everybody mandate, all your destiny,
all right, Obasanjo.
And we are looking up to these people.
No problem.
People. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Obasanjo, for that. Okay, you've expressed some thoughts right there. I would have to get on to some research in that regard. 500 naira from accounts. Why? Okay, we should get to why to that, and of course, lay it to rest. Have those from the banking institution to get this conversation, up and running, and of course to give clarification. But I've got a couple of messages now via the WhatsApp, and like I always say, I would like to get on firstly, with your permission, to the messages, and then I'll get to the voice notes right as much as fast as I could. Right. All right. Now let's get on to this one now. This one says, a wonderful good morning to you, my brother Uduak Daniel. Good morning to you. Wonderful morning to you too. Welcome to this great day. Yeah. Greetings to all your crew members in the studio. This is Samuel from Kuje. Samuel, welcome aboard. As these my take on what some papers are saying today. For us to be struggling to buy fuel in this country is abnormal. Exactly, right? Like some people are somewhere sabotaging every effort to make this product available to the masses. This is evil and wickedness in the highest place. 1 year in office, I am yet to see the renewal of hope. Instead, it is the renewal of hunger, hardship, terrorism, killing, kidnapping, banditry, and corruption. God, we are in your hands in this country. Have a great and wonderful day. Wednesday, my brother, UD. All right. I'll just move to the next one. Okay, so this one right here says, the man with a golden voice, I celebrate you too. It says, I always said it, and I will keep saying it. Failure to put a clear defense system and structure in place, there will be no meaningful achievement and progress for us to make as a nation. Okay, says, a country where a single person or group of people are more powerful than a state or an institution, what do you expect, Nigeria? Let's rise up. Don't understand that exactly, but yes, let's wake up. God bless Nigeria. Triple D from Waru, he says. All right, Triple D, thanks for that. Good morning, UD. How are you doing? Very well. My question is our president a tax collector? Some question there. It says, because there seems to be taxes everywhere. Now it's another tax from bank, a lot of taxes, no infrastructure on ground, no lights, no road, no security, no fuel, no refineries working, and they keep collecting tax. In other climes, they collect tax, but we see a lot of things on ground working. Their society is conducive. Please, we should ask our president what all these taxes are for. People can't feed. People can't go to work because of transportation, but our presidents keep collecting taxes. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Joseph Jojo from Piakasa, chatting from Aso Drive. Well, Joseph, you've asked some question right there. Alrighty. Well, our president is not a tax collector. I think he is the president, number one citizen of the Federal Capital Territory. All right, see, I see this one now. It says, okay. Good morning, Mr. Daniel, good morning. Just to let you know, I'm enjoying your program. Okay, Sanusi from Suleja. Oh, that feels good. Thanks. Alrighty. This one says, team from Lube. Good morning, Uduak Daniel. Good morning to you. Cybersecurity levy will add more burden on Nigerians. Okay. It says, APC in the last 9 years has done worse things that should have led to the burning down of Nigeria via protest. If the likes of Tinubu, we're still in opposition. Out of the blues, a new cybersecurity levy of 0.5% for every bank transaction must be deducted from everyone, and the money paid to the National Security Advisor's NSA's office, and to be spent without appropriation, budgeting, or accountability. Nigerians, if you don't know, let me tell you this for free. All right? There has been an official insertion that a clause in our banking system where every transaction you do, 0.5% goes to who? Oh, come on, no, please. I'm not. That's not right, team. No, team. You don't make that kind of accusation. It's an allegation. It's an accusation too. Well, then it says, "Welcome to Nigeria, where leaders take directly from the poor populace instead of policies that will make their lives better." 0.5 cybersecurity levy is the official money for the boys. Which boys? Well then, an average of 3 trillion naira annually will be generated annually by my own estimation. Okay, and I assure you this money will never be accounted for. Well, Mr. Uduak, please, can you point out one thing Tinubu has done to pull poor people out of poverty? Quite a number of things going on. We will wait for the president to make that announcement on May 29. Okay, that's the best I would say for now. But there's been quite some things have been going on, though, team, I must confess. Yeah, in terms of course, the road network, we've seen that. We've seen some people. Yesterday we had a conversation, and we see some persons who are really stepping up the plate. We mentioned some of these governors, even ministers, who are doing well, to ensuring that the renewed hope mantra indeed comes to bear. If you want to get more on that, you can as well visit the social media platforms where we have an audio visual radio experience, talking about Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and see yesterday's show. And of course you would get more insight in that regard. Okay, so this one right here says, okay, the radio is made for the people. Dwak Chinonso from Suleja. All right, thank you. Indeed, the radio is made for the people. But the people too should be wary of how they express themselves, because the thing is, I don't know. Persons used to think that I want people to be gagged. No, I'm not playing towards a script. I'm not playing by a script. Truth is, if we cite an injustice with the hierarchy, then we should not also do an injustice to ourselves. We keep talking about leadership by example. Followership too can also tell these leaders, conscientize them, and let them know that we are being good citizens and we are acting rightly, even in the face of the scourge of the heat. We're still acting rightly, so that when the time comes for us to indeed speak out, right, we will speak without fear or favor. Right? That's my point. Exactly. Okay. So don't be like those. If there's a beast out there, don't be like the beast. Change. Be the difference. All right. Good morning, my brother UD. Good morning to you too. This is Fortune from Life Camp. Unrelated, but the 100 notes in circulation these days is embarrassing, and nobody's saying anything about it. Shaking my head, he says, okay. I would look to this one now. This one says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. This is James from Suleja. It says, welcome, James, by the way. First things first, the NNPC should stop patronizing Nigerians and insulting our sensibilities. Nigerians queue for petrol simply because there's scarcity. They ran out of stock, which led to scarcity. And instead of apologizing to Nigerians, they are talking about people asking people not to panic buy. Okay, I get that. Nigerians complain because they are directly feeling the heat of the many ill-advised policies and moves by the government. It simply reeks of sycophancy for anyone to disparage people for complaining and giving their perspective. Well, on the cybersecurity level, almost everyone makes interbank transfers, so it affects everyone. Where's the 3.8 trillion Naira stamp duty levy collected by the same APC government? What is the federal government electronic charges already being charged Nigerians for? Questions. Big questions, I tell you. But now let's jump into the voice notes. Your messages are indeed very, very apt, but let's take your voice notes at this point in time and hear from you loudly and clearly. All right, this is Eagles 102.3 FM News. The pages. Okay, I called it the news, but it is the pages. And yes, the conversation is still on. All right, I'm trying to put a connection, right, so that we can get to hear ourselves loudly and clearly. And I think that is done. Okay, so let's get on to it. All righty.
Good morning to Uber Daniel.
Good morning to
you. Give me blessing. I greet you. How are you doing? Always appreciate your contribution. Keep it up, my dear sister. And I greet Olatu from Kuje. Uber Daniels. NNPC are saying Nigeria shouldn't be panic buying. Then they should be panic selling. They are not telling Nigerians the truth. This is the country that produces crude but doesn't refine single barrel of a crude oil. With 4 refineries. Even with the government of Megaskia, that is Buhari, he spent 8 years. Nothing was done to our refinery. For him to make our refinery come into landline, he didn't do anything about that. Now, come to the issue of petrol. You are saying people shouldn't be panic buying. Look at insecurity. Look at people being kidnapped in Abuja. People being kidnapped in Kaduna. People are being kidnapped in Zamfara, Katsina. See, I always talk about this insecurity, and some people feel as if I'm against the government because anyone, each and every one of us can be victim of this insecurity. No one is exempted in the aspect of insecurity. Some people say, some people select bad news. Yes, because I have been the victim of bad news. I have lost family member due to the insecurity. Now, I want to correct a notion. You are bringing the attention of Obasanjo make on Gabriel comment, but you two were attacking Obasanjo and attacking his own family, which is not supposed to be so. Uber Daniel, I have told you, there are other people that they have banned them from other radio stations. They see this radio station as safe haven. They talk anyhow without even considering that many people are listening to this radio station. Look at if Obasanjo make comment, why will you attack Obasanjo and his family? In which way? I'm not happy. It's not supposed to be so. Thank you.
All right, Selassie. If you say that I attacked Obasanjo and his family, well, I don't remember doing that. I've never said, anything wrongly, to Obasanjo in any way. Yes, I have never said that. But Obasanjo, if he feels as though he has been somewhat insulted, Obasanjo, well then, I tender my apologies, right? But please, let's maintain some decorum, right? That's just my point in this saying. All right, taking more of your...
My name is Edward from
Yes.
So what I discovered in Nigeria is we have to come out and say the right thing and do the right thing so that the right thing will be done. What DSTV DSTV and whatever they're doing is they're punishing Nigerians. Why can't you introduce pay as you go? Why can't you introduce pay as you go? You pay that DSTV and there'll be no rotation. It happened to me for 1 month. I did not, BBC. I did not watch the DSTV for 1 month. It is like I have to pay. After 1 month, you pay the DSTV and cannot watch it. Why can't you introduce pay as you go?
Right.
As it's done in the other communication sectors. Why can't you introduce that? They're not increasing the price without looking at the disadvantages of the effect that will not happen to the masses. This is wrong. How can you wake up every day, you increase tax, you do this, it is wrong. So I urge you to at least understand with us, bring this in, introduce it for increasing, no problem. Let it be pay as you go. It's not every time you watch DSTV in your house. Let me pay as you go. Mr. President coming back to Nigeria is a welcome development. I appreciate him coming back. So I come and handle things like levy, old unnecessary levy that the cyber levy is not, I'm not expecting that now. Please, the hardship is becoming too much for the masses. It's becoming there's no impact. All this money is packed, give it to the government where nothing is happening. The masses are suffering, seriously. So Mr. President, you come back and take critical decision about this. Reduce all the taxes that they have increased. Some of them should be dropped. We can gradually do that in future. And for the River State politics, I've said this before, we are not practicing democracy in Nigeria. What we do in Nigeria is politics. There's nothing like governance. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Edwards, for that. And yes, Selassie, I see your message. You're saying that Alamin attacked Obasanjo. Okay, I understand you now, right? I understand you totally. Well, I made that conversation and I made it clear to him. And I would not be tolerating, such an attitude or, in fact, such statements from him anymore. He should face the facts, talk about what it is he has to talk about, and not attack another family member. I have made that clear, and I'm sure that he has taken note of that, right? Okay, all right, I see yet another message. Okay, all right. Yet another message right here coming from who? Well, it's not very clear. Well, I understand you now totally. I understand you. Okay. Alrighty, I'm seeing quite a number of messages. Okay. All right. All right. Joseph Jojo, yes, he's also clarifying that, saying that, well, that Selassie actually meant a family member, Alamin, attacking Obasanjo yesterday. I made sure that was, curbed and that would not surface. This very one right here. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Odward.
Yes,
Daniel Sonder is my name. Let me comment on the cyber crimes levy again.
All right.
Does it mean that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't have any agenda than to increase levies and remove subsidies since he came to power? Applying all this World Bank IMF scripts. Is that the only blueprint they have in this country? Today, subsidy has been removed. Tomorrow, tax has been increased continuously. Nothing is working. What kind of country is this? And in this same country, they raised the salary of senator under President Bola from 13.5 million to 21 million naira. House of Reps got an increase from 8.5 million to 13.5 million naira. In this same Nigeria, where the minimum wage of 30,000 naira is not being implemented, up to this, some have not paid it. In this condition we are in, the only thing they know is increment. What are benefiting from government work? Let me ask you, as a citizen of Nigeria, tell me one thing, both state, federal, and local government, one thing you are benefiting in this country. If you are sick, you cannot come to any government hospital and get treated as an indigent patient. Nobody will treat you. What kind of thing is this? Are we born to suffer? Are we causing this country? Why are we deceiving ourselves? This was not what Bola to promise us. Renewed opportunity, renewed hopelessness, renewed unemployment, renewed poverty, renewed suffering, renewed insecurity, renewed frustration, renewed intimidation. What is happening? But on the part of leaders, nothing has changed. They are enjoying. They are okay. They are doing well. It's not enough for them alone. It's not enough for only leaders to enjoy. We continue getting poorer. The rich are getting richer. Continue oppressing us. And this one belongs to all of us. This trend must be arrested. This trend must be stopped. Bye-bye.
All right, Usman, right there. This trend, indeed, must be arrested. It has to stop because, indeed, each and every one of us are going through tough times. We're going through tough times, and having another tax, a levy on Nigerians again? Right. Because each and every one of us, I am affected as well. All of us, We are in this together, and if we do not speak out and ensure that that change comes, then nobody's going to do it for us, right? I always talk about posterity and a future generation, they are here. They are here already. The future the generation we keep talking about, they're here. They're already born. They're here. They're still children. They're here. They're watching. They're seeing. They are seeing. Alrighty. But I see this one though. It says, good morning, Dr. UD. Oh, doctor. Okay. Godwin from Games Village, watching you live for the first time. Oh, feels good for the first time, you say. Finally, I have seen the face behind the golden voice. Ah, I like that. Okay, that's for you, Godwin. That's right. Welcome aboard to the family. I should take this.
Oh, you did. How you doing? How's work? You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You see, that's why I keep on asking all the time if I call, what is going on? What is going on? We don't really know what is happening. Look at hunger, poverty, corruption, insecurity, economic quagmire. Everything is just getting out of hand. What is going on? We don't know. Every time, taxing this, taxing that. Look at the cost of food. Look at the cost of everything. Look at the cost of oil. What is going on? We don't really know what is going on. Where is Mr. President? Let him come out. Let him speak out. Things are not in a palatable manner. Thank you, Yudi. This is Abdul from Suleja. Thank you so much.
Abdul, thank you indeed. He says, what is going on? I mean, that question is a question that we've asked for quite a number of time. What exactly is going on? What exactly is going on with the lawmakers? What is going on with the senators? What is going on with the House of Rep members? What is going on with the National Assembly as a whole? What is going on with the presidency? What is going on with the different sectors of our economy? And of course, what is going on with the Central Bank of Nigeria? These questions, indeed, we cannot stop asking these questions. But then, and what if the more we keep asking these questions, we will get a solution. Indeed, we will get answers first of all, and then the solutions will come. But let's not also berate the efforts that are being made, especially with the security, within the security